Beneath the glow of the lights, everything sparkles. Gold, silk, leather, and glass. What we call beauty. What we call luxury. Yet far from this brilliance, life begins in shadow. Shaped and measured not for what it is, but for what it could become. This is the place where the pursuit of beauty starts to ache, where perfection demands its price. Outside, the air vibrates with heat. Endless rows of concrete chambers stretch into the distance, sterile, geometric, and alive. This isn't a farm, but a calculated system, an environment optimized for results rather than nature. Here, wilderness ends, and order begins, and it all starts with silence. Inside insulated rooms with humming fans and rows of warm bulbs, trays of eggs are gathered. Workers skilled in animal behavior mark each egg, a simple but critical gesture. For 80 days, temperature and humidity are perfectly controlled. Not warmth, but power. When the shell breaks, the hatchling sees only plastic tubs, clean water, and the rhythm of the operation. They are moved through concrete cities, sorted by age and size, and fed a high-protein mash on schedule to ensure fast, uniform growth. The purpose is not to raise an animal, but to cultivate raw material flawless and untouched by nature's scars. In 2 or 3 years, the creatures reach the desired size. Conversion begins quietly, efficiently, more a transformation than an ending. The animal is processed, its meat sent elsewhere, but the true prize moves forward. The creature is harvested. Its meat is stripped away and dispatched to another trade. What remains its true value now begins its journey. The truck pulls up silently. Under the harsh industrial lighting, the air carries a faint metallic salt scent. Workers, their gloves and aprons spotless, move with measured precision, handling the cargo as material, not as remnants of an animal. Each crocodile hide is pale and stiff, chilled, coated in crystallized salt, like thin sheets of frost. Carefully, one by one, they place them onto polished steel tables. Every move is calculated. Every sound is muted. This isn't a relic of the past, but a tightly managed environment, sterile, clinical, almost surgical. Here, transformation comes not from force, but from slow, deliberate control. The air hangs dry. The floor throws back the light. The rhythm stays low but unbroken. The first stage begins not in shadow, but in stark clarity. The hides are lowered into shallow steel basins, rinsed under steady streams of cool, filtered water. Salt melts away. The surface breathes back to life. Beneath the shifting water, the scales catch the light. White, silver, a muted pearlescent glow. It looks less like industry and more like something being summoned back from absence. Then begins the controlled submersion, an enzymatic bath, its temperature and timing calculated with cold precision. Slowly the hides loosen, fibers yielding, the air growing thick with a faint warmth and thin coils of steam. No voices rise here, no smoke curls upward, only the steady rhythm of process. a quiet choreography where chemistry replaces intention. Next, the hides are moved into the chrome drums, enormous cylinders sealed like steel tombs. They rotate with a deep, subdued thrum, each turn a reminder of passing time. Inside, chromium salts and water fold into the hides, merging, claiming. Hours slip away. Molecules knit together. The organic form is altered, restructured, remade into something lasting, something unrecognizable from what it once was. When the drums finally open, the transformation is absolute. The air carries a metallic scent, not of decay, but of renewal. The hides emerge glowing with a pale, wet blue sheen, supple and smooth beneath the light. Workers lift them gently, folding each one across wide drying racks. The texture is flawless, the scales intact, the surface almost luminous. What leaves this room is no longer skin. It is architecture structured, stabilized, eternal. A material designed not for survival, but for beauty. This is the heart of the process. Not chaos, not violence, precision. Transformation measured in hours, in molecules, in the quiet hum of machines. And beyond the glass walls, the world sees only the outcome, the perfection of touch, the reflection of light. But here in the silence, beauty is still being built. And then, quiet. The low hum drains away. The cycle stops, or pretends to, because in reality, it never pauses. The system inhales, exhales, and continues without mercy. Every object that leaves these walls carries more than craftsmanship. It carries its entire lineage. From the first controlled warmth of an incubator to the sterile chill of a showroom. From the first flicker of life to the final printed code. From origin to ornament. Outside these walls, only the polished result is visible. Storefronts glowing under marble arches. Glass cases catching soft light. Slow music measured like breath. Hands reaching for what was once alive, now reshaped into rarity, untouchability. They call it elegance. They call it art. Few ever imagined the heat, the steam, the endless hum that forged it. Inside, the last lights dim. Machines fall silent, only to rise again with the next dawn. The scent of polish lingers in the air. The faint echo of needles dissolves into the walls. Yet the rhythm remains, buried deep, pulsing beneath the surface like something that refuses to die. For the workers, another shift is done. For the material, another form completed. For the world, another flawless symbol ready to be displayed, sold, worshipped. But as the belts slow to a halt, the stillness grows heavier. There's something almost human in it. Not guilt, not pride, but recognition. A quiet understanding that every transformation extracts a cost, even when wrapped in beauty. Evening light seeps through the factory windows. The hum softens into a low, almost tired vibration. Workers move slower now, gathering the last crates, sealing them one by one. Tape peels, cardboard slides. What once began in water now rests in velvet. The journey closes. Outside, night has fully settled. The factory stands rigid, a monument to order. Windows glowing faintly, vents breathing out slow clouds of heat into the cold air. Elsewhere, these same crates will soon be opened under harsher lights. Hands in white gloves will lift the products from their velvet beds. Cameras will burst in flashes. A new kind of silence will fill the room. The silence of admiration, envy, want. Each object immaculate, untouchable. No trace of its beginning, no shadow of its past. Only shine. A reflection forms in the display glass. The product stares back, not merely as an object, but as a mirror, reflecting desire, identity, illusion. What they hold feels eternal. What created it has already been erased. No cruelty, no kindness, only process, only continuity. The border between creation and consumption dissolved until it becomes impossible to see where one ends and the other begins. The story starts and ends with the same gesture. Light touching surface, eyes drawn to pattern, hands reaching forward. Advertisements will show only the finished vision. Elegance, precision, exclusivity. A choreography of color and sheen. Music slow, lighting golden, cameras drifting. But behind that image waits the hum of fans, the hiss of steam, the quiet breath of drying air, the relentless rhythm of machines that carved its form. Perfection has no birthplace. It scrubs away its own beginning to protect its illusion. It hides the heat, the breath, the first pulse that set it in motion. All that remains is reflection, symbol, surface. Back in the factory, the machinery cools. Water drips quietly from unseen pipes. The chemical scent hovers like a memory that refuses to fade. The floor gleams under pale light. For a moment, the stillness feels complete. But if you listen closely, the silence whispers its own truth. Even the purest creation casts a shadow. Morning will return unchanged. Lights flick on, valves release. The air thickens with heat. New eggs arrive. Identical, aligned, numbered. The sequence resets. Seamless, mechanical, unquestioning. Is beauty creation, or is it transformation? Is it born, or engineered? Does it come from nature, or from control? These questions hang unanswered, because they were never meant for the machines, or the ones who tend them. They belong to the eyes that look, the hands that buy, the minds that dream. Somewhere, a camera captures the finished piece. Light bends across its surface, turning texture into glow. The file uploads. The advertisement begins. "Luxury," the caption declares. But beneath it, something quieter murmurs. "Process." Perfection isn't a destination. It is the conversion of matter into meaning, of truth into story. Every object carries two histories, one visible, one erased. We celebrate the first, we forget the second, yet both remain real. A truck pulls away from the factory, its headlights carved through the night. Inside, rows of boxes lie perfectly still, wrapped, sealed, silent. Each box holding a piece of a process too exact to feel, too refined to question. In distant cities, those same boxes will line up beneath boutique lights. People will gather, music will drift, cameras will capture the gleam, the name, the illusion of permanence. For a moment, everything will appear flawless, beautiful, complete. But beauty is never innocent. It is the echo of labor, of transformation, of something altered so it can be seen. Behind every polished surface lies a story of motion, water turning to steam, skin shifting to pattern, silence evolving into applause. And when the lights finally fade, the same question lingers. What is beauty made of? Creation or conversion? Art or memory or loss? In the world we build, the answer hardly matters. Beauty exists not to reveal, but to conceal. Under the lights, everything shines. And this is where beauty begins to ache. This is where perfection demands its price. It costs $50,000, but the story starts far from marble, glass, and gold.